I've seen flames that leap and vanish, bright for just a breath. They promise heat and leave behind a colder kind of rest. But what we've built moves differently. It knows the dark, the cold, a steady light that learns to last, a warmth that holds. Ours is a fire that does not hurry. It takes its time to glow. It doesn't race the rising wind. It knows which way to go. Through longest night and quiet days, through all we can't foresee, ours is a fire that does not hurry. It burns in you and me. It lives in how you reach for me without a need to prove, in how you stay when words grow thin and silence has its truth. No spark to boast, no blaze to claim, no rush to light the sky, just embers strong enough to warm the years that pass us by. Ours is a fire that does not hurry. It waits, it learns, it stays. It turns the ordinary dark into gentler days. If storms should come or seasons change, as seasons always do, ours is a fire that does not hurry. It keeps returning you. I don't need love that shouts its name or dazzles for a night. I need the kind that finds me still when everything grows quiet. So when the world grows loud and fast and asks for more, I'll come back to the calm we keep, like I have done before. For loving you is not the flame that fades with speed or fear. It's choosing to tend what lasts the longest year by year. Ours is a fire that does not hurry. It knows the shape of time. It burns with trust, with patience learned, with hands entwined in mine. If ever love is measured true, not by how fierce or bright, ours is a fire that does not hurry. It is my home. it say? All the questions that once called so loud have gently slipped away. What remains is simple, clear, no fire, no thrill, no test. Just knowing where my heart belongs and letting that be rest. I choose you still when the day is done, when nothing more is asked. Not for who we dream we'd be, but for who we are at last. If love is found in staying close, when every thrill is gone, then I choose you still, my love. I have all along. I don't need the world to witness, I don't need the years to swear. I see the truth in quieters, in how you're always there, in the way our laughter settles in silence warm and kind, in knowing I don't have to chase what's already mine. I choose you still in the calm that stays after all the storms have passed. Not because the moment shines, but because it lasts. If time should thin our voices down and slow our steps along, then I choose you still, my love. I've all along. There was a time I thought love meant to rise or fall or prove, but now I know it simply means to stay and choose. When morning comes and finds us here, as it has countless times, I'll meet your eyes without a doubt or need for signs. For loving you is not a question I still ask myself. It's the answer I return to in everything else. I choose you still beyond the song, beyond this moment's end. Not as promise, not as plea, but as truth I live in. If love is found a final word, it's quiet, clear and strong. I choose you still, my love. I have all You don't say it when the room is loud or when the moment has to shine. You say it in the in-between, in borrowed quieter time, in how you brush my hand in passing, in how you meet my eyes. I've learned that love speaks truest when it doesn't try. This is love spoken softly, not to prove, not to claim, in the hush of simple moments, in the calling of my name. If the world should miss its meaning, if the words all fall away, I would still hear love clearly in the quiet way you stay. You speak it in your patience, in the calm you choose to keep, and how you let me be myself when I'm strong or when I'm weak. No grand design, no perfect line, no promise dressed in flame, just truth that grows more certain every day the same. This is love spoken softly in the spaces words don't fill, in the waiting, in the listening, in the choosing to be still. If tomorrow asks for courage, if tonight must find its way, I will trust the love you offer in the quiet way you stay. I don't need to hear forever, I don't need the sky to swear, I just need this moment held with honest care. When time grows thin and voices fade and the world begins to sleep, you say it with your presence in the promises you keep. And if I ever wonder what it truly means to stay, I remember love is living what you never have to say. This is love spoken softly, not in sound but in truth, in the way you hold my heart without asking it for proof. If my voice should ever falter, if the night should feel too long, I will rest inside the knowing that this quiet love is strong. Don't arrive with thunder or leave the room aflame. You move like early morning that knows my name. You listen past the speaking, you wait without delay. I've learned what love can look like in the way you stay. It's the way you stay when nothing's said, when the night feels white and thin, when the world grows tired and loud and I'm not sure where I've been. Not the words, not the vows we made, but the truth that finds its way. I believe in love because of you, because of how you stay. You don't need all the answers to stand where I belong. You hold the space around me till the moment's strong. You never rush the healing, you never turn away. I've learned what safety sounds like in the way you stay. It's the way you stay when doubt appears, when the light won't come on fast, when the present asks for patience and the past won't quite let pass. Not the spark that fades too soon, nor the rush that slips away. I believe in love because of you. because of how you stay. If love is made of ordinary hours and choosing not to leave, then every day you stand with me is all the proof I slow and kind, I'll still find home beside you in the quiet of your mind. For loving you has taught my heart a calmer, truer way, that love lives less in what we say than in the way you stay. It's the way you stay through all of it, through the calm and the strain, when the world asks more than we can give and the answer feels like pain. If I'm asked what love has shown me, what I trust, what I'll obey, I will point to you and simply say, it's the way you stay. The pull of changing tides, the way the heart can stray. I felt the doubt that whispers low at the close of day. But every road that turns unsure, every question then leads me back to where I stand and choose you again. So I choose you again this morning as the light finds the land, not because the way is easy, but because I understand if the year should test our promises or the night should ask when, I will answer with this simple truth: I choose you again. You have seen me worn and restless. You have seen me at my best. You've stayed when words fell short of me, and silence did the rest. No vow could speak more clearly than the way you stay. So loving you feels less like fate and more like what I say. So I choose you again at evening when the world goes thin and wide, not because I need to promise, but because my heart decides if tomorrow comes with questions or the past weighs in, I will meet it standing steady and choose you again. I won't swear the road is perfect, I won't claim we'll never fall, but I will claim this truth out loud: you are worth it all. When the years have softened all we are, and time has slowed our pace, I'll still know you in a single breath, in the comfort of your face. For love is not the spark alone that dazzles now and then. It's waking up with open eyes and choosing you again. So I choose you again forever, in the calm and in the strain. Not because the world stands still, but because we remain. If I am asked what love has taught me, I will say it plain. Love is standing here with open hands and choosing you again. And choosing you again. I have known the rush of wanting, the ache of almost true. I have chased the sound of footsteps that were never leading through. But something in your quiet presence taught my restless heart its way. I stopped running from the moment where love learns to stay. This is where love learns to stay. Not in fire, not in flight, but in choosing every morning and returning every night. If the world should change around us, if the years should pull and sway, I will meet you here in stillness, where love learns to stay. You did not ask me to be flawless. You did not ask for more. You met me where I stood unfinished and loved me as before. In your eyes I found a patience that did not turn away, a shelter built of open hands where love learns to stay. This is where love learns to stay. In the calm beneath the flame, not in needing to be louder, not in asking to be named. If tomorrow comes uncertain, if the night feels long and gray, I will stand with you and trust it, where love learns to stay. I don't need forever promised, I don't need the sky to swear. I just need the truth we're living in the way we care. Some loves burn bright and leave us, some pass and drift away, but ours has found a deeper ground where it's learned to stay. When time has softened all our edges and the years move slow and kind, I'll still know you in the silence where your hand finds mine. For loving you was never chance, never fear or plea. It feels like coming home at last to who we're meant to be. This is where love learns to stay, in the truth we choose each day. Not because the world is easy, but because we found our way. If all I am is asked to give, if all I am should fade, I will give it gladly here, where love learns to stay. Speak in endless tomorrows, or swear by the turning years. I've seen how time can humble us and soften even fears. But there is something I can offer that feels honest, strong and true. The way I choose this moment here again with you. I will love you forever gently, not in haste, not loud or fast, but in all the ways that matter most, in the quiet while things last. If the word forever frightens you, then hear me when I say I will love you gently, fully, day by day. I love you in the morning light, when the world feels clear and new, and in the hours when the day grows tired and leans on you. I love you when you're certain, and when you're not so sure, not to change a single thing, but to endure. I will love you forever gently, in the ways that breathe and bend, not to hold you, not to bind you, but to walk with you, my friend. If the road should curve or narrow, if the night feels hard to see, I will love you gently, always as you are to me. I don't need to promise perfect days or lives untouched by pain. I only need to promise this: I won't turn away. When years have placed their quiet marks upon our hands and eyes, I'll still find you in a single breath, in the calm between the lines. For love is not the vow we shout for all the world to hear. It's the vow we live without applause, year by year. I will love you forever gently, not because forever sure, should fall away tomorrow, if the ground should shift beneath our feet, if the things we thought were certain turn sudden incomplete, I would not ask the sky for answers, nor curse the dark we cannot see. I would reach for you in silence and trust what still would be. If the world should fall away, let it fall, my love, let it fall. I will stand with you unshaken, I will hear your name and call. When the noise has lost its meaning and the light feels far and small, if the world should fall away, you will be my all. I don't need the future promised, nor the years to swear their truth. I've seen how love survives the quiet and learns its strength in youth. You have been my steady breathing when the air felt hard to find. Loving you feels like remembering what steadies the mind. If the world should fall away, let the storm take what it may. I will hold you through the breaking, I will choose you anyway. If the maps all fail to guide us, if the stars refuse to call, if the world should fall away, you will be my all. I don't need a life untouched by pain, I don't need the sky to stay. I only need your hand in mine when the rest gives way. When the dust is settled softly and the morning learns to rise, we'll build again from quiet places, from the truth we recognize. For love is not the fragile thing the world would have us fear. It's the ground beneath us proving what remains is here. If the world should fall away, I will still know what is true. In the silence after all the noise, I will find my way to you. Let the world do what it will, I will not let go. If the world should fall away, you are the love I know. You. Wasn't written in the stars, nor shouted in the rain. No sudden fire, no sweeping vow, calling out our names. It came the way the morning comes, across a waiting field. slow I hardly noticed what my heart had learned to feel. That was the day love found us quietly, not in flame but steady light, not in promise, not in haste, but in staying through the night. If the world had asked me then, I would not have known to say, but love had found us quietly and it chose to stay. You spoke in ordinary words that somehow settled deep. You listened like the moment mattered, like nothing else could keep. I saw the way your kindness moved without a need to show, and something in me understood what I had hoped to know. That was the day love found us quietly, in the calm between the lines, not in rushing hearts or fate, but in unremarkable time. If I had searched the whole wide world, I might have passed you by, for love had found us quietly before we even tried. It came without its cost, but every road I've walked since then feels less like being lost. Now seasons turn and days unfold with gentle certainty. I find your hand without a thought, where it's always meant to be. And if the years should ask again, what made me choose this way, I'll say it wasn't thunder, it was how you stayed. That was the day love found us quietly and taught my heart to rest, not in dreams of what might be, but in what has proven best. If forever has a sound at all, it's this calm truth I say. Love found us quietly, and I choose you every day. Promise spring can bring. I've watched the fields grow tall and gold at summer's gentle wing, but every path I've walked upon through changing light and tone has carried something constant still, your name, my home. I hear season, in falling leaf and rising sun, in quiet days and restless nights. You are the constant one. If time should ask me what remains when all the rest is gone, I'll say your name in every season and carry it on. When doubts arrive like sudden rain and days feel worn and long, you never promise skies of blue. You teach me how to be strong. You stand beside me steady-eyed when dreams feel far away, and loving you feels less like hope and more like staying. I hear your name in every season, in frost and in bloom and flame, in every way the world turns around. Love always sounds the same. If I am lost or newly found, if the road feels right or wrong, I hear your name in every season and it leads me on. I don't need forever promised, I don't need the years to swear. I just need this quiet truth that you'll be there. When silver threads find their way in and time softens our view, I'll still reach out the way I do now and find my hand in you. For love is not the passing spark that dazzles then is done. It's choosing day by changing day, the constant